Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, good. Thank you. Um, okay. Here was we stopped yesterday from the point where we would uh after we pick a coin and then we were about to set a strategy. For those that was not here yesterday, okay. Okay. For those that was not that were not here yesterday, uh from the home page, it's basically uh for you to click on 24-hour change here. 24-hour change. And when you click on 24-hour change, you'll be able to see the coins that are performing best in the market and the coins that are doing bad. So now you can see I just clicked on it and it's showing me the coins that are doing bad. Okay. And when I click on it again, it's going to show me the coins that are doing well in the market. So because we are trading long, I said long means trading from the bottom to the top. You are trading from the bottom to the top. So you want to check on the coins that are red. You only want to check on the coins that are red. So you click on 24-hour change. Now it's showing me the coins that are red. Then you start from the top, from the first one. You have to go one after the other. It's not as if you just pick anyone and you go, that will cause confusion because you might have to check up to 50 coins or up to 20 coins or 10 coins, 5 coins before you get one that you will trade. Okay. So uh so what you must do is you start from the top here. So I'm going to start right from the top. I click on Lumia USDT. Okay. Let's switch on my X again. So in Nigeria, you have to know that to be able to operate Royalty properly, you need XVPN, especially if you're working with MTN network. So now let's check Lumia. Okay. Okay. So once you come here, there are three, let me say two things to check. Uh, okay, let me say three. From here, on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that this coin is on an upward trend. 15 minutes time frame. Here's 15 minutes. You can see 15 minutes here. So we see that this coin is on an upward trend. This is the past. I said this is the past right here, and this is the present. So the coin moves from this side to this side. So we can see that the old price was below. Then a new price formed after the old price, which was above the old price, which means this coin is on an upward trend. It's not qualified for you to continue checking it, right? To confirm that, if you scroll down, you see that the coin is pointing at neutral. And we need a coin that will be pointing at strong sell. Must be pointing at strong sell only. Once it's pointing at something else, we don't need it. So strong sell only. So we go ahead and check another coin. The next one, VIDT. I hope my voice is sharp. Please let me know if there's anything wrong. Okay, right here, uh, I'll just tell you what you need to know here. This coin is not qualified, but there are two things. After you check on if the coin is on an upward trend or on a downward trend, the next thing for you to check is to scroll down. You come here on this second thing here. Okay, the second one here called the technical indicator. We can see that this one is pointing at strong sell, which means it's qualified for us to continue checking the third factor that will determine that this coin you can trade it, which is here, technical indicator right here. You click on this technical indicator. Then these are the values that we are watching. These four values. These are what we are working with. Now, the first one is the RSI. You can see the value is 35. The second one is stochastic. Stochastic, you see the value is 23. Then we see KDJ, which is stochastic K, is 25. And we see MACD is negative. So in this signal, in this analysis, we can see that only one of the indicators is valid, which means because this MACD is on a minus, we can see the minus. Once it is with a minus, that means it is negative. So it is qualified on the MACD part. But these first three values, they must be 20 or below. These three values, they must be 20 or below. They must be 20 or below. Now we see that the first one is 35, the second one is 23, and the third one is 25, which means this coin is not qualified. We must look for one that meets all these criteria. We must look for one that meets all the criteria at once, not like three of it meets the criteria. Who is that? Did you say something? Hello, did you say something? Okay, let's move on. So, you must find one that all the four meets the criteria, not like three of them or two of them. You don't manage it. You must stick to the rules. Because if you trade a coin when you are not sticking with the rules and then you enter floating loss, if you come to me and you complain, I'm not there. So you must stick to the rules. Stick to the rules. Make sure all of them, all these three, they are 20 or below. 20 or below. They could be 0. They could be 5. They could be uh they could be 15 or 10 or even 10 or 18. It doesn't matter. Or they could even be 20 on dots. 20.0, 0.002 or 00, 20 or below. These first three, they must be like that. These first three. then this MACD must be negative, just as you see that it is negative now. MACD is negative. There's a minus in front of the zero. It could be minus anything, but minus zero. So we are done with this place. And mind you, some people always mistake this for the other MACD in the trade setting. This indicator has nothing to do with the triggering condition. When you're setting your trade, you put it on trigger price and you trade directly. You don't need to when you click on create like this, you don't have to be coming here on trade settings. You have to be coming and scrolling down to the bottom and clicking that you want to put RSI here. You want to put MACD. No, you don't need all these ones. This first position triggering condition. You don't need it. You don't need all this RSI. You don't need to put MACD here. You don't need golden cross. Some people are mistaking this for golden cross. This is not the same as the golden cross that we've been teaching before. This is a different technique. There are a lot of techniques to trade with in Royal Q. So it is your choice to choose which one you want to be using. This is the one that I am currently using, and is working for me like magic. If anyone wants to use any other technique, they are free to do it. But don't mix it up. It's not the same thing with what I'm teaching here right now. I might come to teach something else tomorrow. But for now, this is what I'm teaching. So you don't need this MACD here in the first position triggering condition. I hope you got me. I hope you got that right. I hope you got that right. Can we move on from there? Because I see people are mixing it up, which is very, very wrong. Okay, great. Great. Okay, someone is saying DK Okocha is saying let's mute until you want to ask a question to contribute. Yes, please, everyone, when you enter the meeting, please try and mute your microphone so that the noise coming from your side won't be affecting the meeting, because I'm recording this meeting. We are recording it so that we can post it on the YouTube channel. So please don't let a noise be on the recording. Whenever you want to contribute anything, you want to speak, you can easily unmute and talk. Once I see that you're on mute, I will let you say whatever you want to say. Then once you are done talking, you can mute again. Thank you. So now we are moving on from here. Right. No, phone keeps keeps going back. So we are moving on from here into trade settings. I think we have about 20 minutes left. We have like 20 minutes left for the meeting to be out. So, okay, the remaining 20 minutes is what we'll use to uh to do trade settings. I know some people requested for trade setting yesterday, so I'm going to go straight into trade setting. So when you're done picking a coin, you got a coin that has met all the criteria. You found a coin that is 20 below on the first three indicators, and the MACD is negative. You found that successfully. The next thing is for you to.
Your voice is cracking. No, I don't know why.
Okay, okay, my voice is not clear, right? Hello?
Yes, yes, it's breaking. It's breaking.
Oh, what about now? Is it better? Is it better?
Yes, yeah, it's better now.
Okay, please, whenever you notice such, don't hesitate to let me know, please. Okay, don't hesitate to let me know, please.
Okay. And also tell this Dico something to mute his
Okay, DK. Okay, DK, please, mute if you have unmute your microphone. Thank you. Okay, so we move into trade setting. For trade setting, we have three strategy modes that we use, which are radical, conservative, and steady. So you can choose one of the three based on your risk appetite. If you are conservative, I mean, you are fearful, you don't want to expose much of your money into the trade. It is best that you use conservative. But if you are not afraid, you want to go into the market and just, you want to put your money there, you are sure of what you are doing. You know that, okay, if I put my money on this coin, you are sure that it's going to come up and sell faster. You can use radical. You can use radical. So, but if you're in between the two, then you should use steady. If you're in between the two, you should use steady. Okay, you should use steady. Okay, I'm trying to get in the Zoom with another device. Please, one moment. So after you choose, either you're using steady, radical, or conservative. Okay, come in, I'll show. Okay. Or can someone else share screen from there? Someone else should just share their screen. I don't know, my iPhone is acting up and I'm not able to get in Zoom with my Android. Can someone else share their screen, please, so that we won't waste the time? Someone else should share their screen. Okay, thank you. Thank you, DK. Okay, so you go into mine, click on mine. So to set the strategy, everyone, you click on mine. You click on mine at the bottom of the screen. Share your screen and click on mine at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Uh, okay. Now click on my strategy setting. My strategy setting. Everyone, please make sure you're following. Enoch, you need a strategy for $100 to make at least $1 a day. Okay, keep on following, keep on following. I see you're already making 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Please keep on making that and keep on learning. You see, when you start Royal Q business and you start making some profit. That is to show you that the business is working. Now, for you to be able to maximize your profit, that is why you come to meetings like this to learn. So just put the learning first, and then the profit will do as you want, okay? Put the learning first. Keep on learning, and keep on making those little profits that you're making. Some people are trading with way more than what you have. Some people are trading with 20,000. Some people are trading with 5,000, and they are not making what you're making daily. I'm telling you the fact. I've seen a lot of people trading with a lot of money, but they're not making 0.2 or 0.3 daily. So you are still making it, which is showing you that the business is working. What you have to do is keep on learning, safeguard your capital, safety first. Okay, then you learn how to multiply your gains. Right. Okay. For those of you that are new, that hasn't created any strategy before, right here, what you see is add it now. You see add it now on this screen. But if you have been here before and you have been trading, you have been here before and you have been trading, you have to click on the plus sign at the top of the screen. You click on the plus sign at the top of the screen. So click on the plus sign. Yeah, when you click on the plus sign, it will take you to this page. What you have to do at the top, you start from the top. You see the first one, which says risk type. So you choose your risk type according to what I just explained. If you are not fearful, you are not afraid at all, you use the radical. If you're afraid, you're very, very afraid, okay, you use the conservative. And if you're in between, you use the steady. If you're in between radical and conservative, you use the steady. So that's it about this strategy mode. So for this training, let us use the okay, fine, great. The steady one, the steady, which will give us about 47.2% drop, which means if the market drops by 47.2%, you're still safe. So now on the first buying amount, you put $10. Put $10. On the first buying amount, you put $10. For a person that is trading with $100, you put $10 on the first buying amount, which is 10% of your capital. Don't go more than 5 to 10% of your capital. The next one, which is open position doubled, we don't need it, so you leave it as it is. The margin call limit, you leave it as it is, 7 margin calls. The whole position take profit ratio, you leave it as it is, which is 1.3%. Then the next one, which is the whole position take profit callback, you reduce it a little bit. From 0.3, you change it to 0.2. So the whole position take profit callback, you change it from 0.3 to 0.2. Then the buying callback, there is 0.5, you change it to 0.3. Buy-in callback, you change it to 0.3. And the last one, which is the sub position take profit callback, the sub position take profit callback, you change it to 0.2. You change it to 0.2. Then this the cycle, you can see strategy period. Strategy period. You click on cycle. You click on cycle. Once you click on it, it will immediately change to one shot. So you want to trade on one shot. Then the next thing for you to do is to click on margin configuration. You click on margin configuration. The next thing to do uh, is to click on margin configuration. So once you click on margin configuration, it takes you to this page. Now you have the margin call drops. The margin call drops are the percentage of the coin, the percentage that the coin is going to drop. If the coin drops by all these margin call drops, if you add them together, these margin call drops from the first margin call to the seventh margin call, if you add them together, it will give you 47.2% drop on the steady risk type that we are using. It will give you 47.2% drop. So now you don't touch anything on the margin call drop. You don't touch anything unless you are an expert. On this margin call drop, you don't touch anything. This will give you success as it is, right? Now on the multiple buying ratio, that is where you want to work, because this multiple buying ratio, what it's doing is that it is multiplying whatever amount you have on your first buying amount. You know that on the first buying amount, we have put 10. Now, this multiple buying ratio will multiply your first buying amount by whatever amount you have on these multiple buying ratios. You have 7 margins, and you have the first margin as 2, which means the robot will multiply $10, which is your first buying amount. It will multiply it by 2. Now, know that you only have $100, and having $100 having $100, if you divide 100 by 10, which is your first buying amount, you have 10 times of buy, 10 times of buy. Right here on the margin call drop, we already have 7 margins, which is 7 times already. We need to buy 7 times. The minimum amount is 10. We are using 10 as the first buying amount, right? Which means the minimum time you can buy is the minimum amount you can buy is $10. Then you have 7 margin calls, which means you already have 7 times that you need to buy. 7 times that you need to buy. And remember that $10 has already gone into the first buying amount. $10 has already gone into the first buying amount. $10 has already gone into the first buying amount, which means you have $90 left, which is 9 times of buy. You have 9 times of buys left. These 9 times of buy, here on the margin call drop, you have 7 margin calls. You need 7 times of buy. So if you buy all these 7 margin calls with the multiple buying ratios of 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, that means you're buying $70 in here. You already bought $10 as the first buying amount. You bought $70 here. You'll be left with 2 times of buy. 2 times of buy. So on this multiple buying ratio, what you do is you leave only the first buying amount as 2, because you only have 2 times of buy left. You only have extra 2 times to buy. You leave the first, you have extra 2 times to buy. So you add 1 to this first margin, which will give you 2 here. You still have 1 left. You can add the other one to the second margin, which will give you 2 again. So you put 2 on the second margin call. On the second margin call, on the multiple buying ratio, put 2. Then the rest, the other ones, you put 1 all through. The other ones, you put 1 all through, which has given you 9 times of buy. This is 7 multiples, 7 times. We have 7 rows here, 7 margins. So as we have 7 margins, you're buying 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on the third to the fifth margin, which is 5 times, which means you have put $50. Now, on the first and the second margin, you have put 2, 2, which is $20, $20. Add it to the first, to the last $50, we give you $90. Then the first buying amount itself, the amount that you enter the market with, which is $10, you add it to it, to this 90, we give you $100. So before your $100 finishes, the robots would have bought all these 7 margins, and that would have given you 47.2% drop. The coin would have to drop by 47.2% drop before your robots will buy all these margins. And it is very rare for you to use this indicator that I am teaching you. This indicator that I am teaching you, it is very rare for you to use it and end up in a 47.2% floating loss. But you prepare for it. You plan for the best, but you prepare for the worst. So you prepare for the worst, which is 47.2% drop. We know that the coin is not going to drop down to 47.2% drop, but you don't own the market. An occurrence can just happen in the world and it will affect a particular coin. It could affect the coin that you're trading, and the coin will just go against your analysis. The coin will just go down by 40%, right? So you want to trade with caution. Don't exceed 10% of your capital as your first buying amount. Don't exceed 10% of your capital as your first buying amount. Now, this calculation is for somebody that is trading with $100 and they want to use $10 as their first buying amount. Now, on the other hand, if you want to use $5 as your first buying amount, you want to use $5. You want to use $5 for your first buying amount. You use $5 for the first buying amount, which will give you 20 times of buy in your $100. It will give you 20 times of buy in your $100. So when you use $5, you have 19 times of buy left. You have 19 times of buy left. When you have 19 times of buy left, you'll be able to multiply your drops. You multiply your drops. Now, on the first margin call, on the multiple buying ratio, you can put 2. No, margin. Okay, great. You put 5 here. On the first buying amount, you put 5. Great. You put 5. You put 5, and then you enter to the in the margin configuration. You have 19 times of buy left. 19 times of buy. No, don't change. No, 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 no. No, you don't need to change that. Leave that as 7. Leave this as 7. The margin call limit. Leave it as 7. We are not changing the margin call limit. We are only changing the multiples, the times, the ratio that the robot multiplies, the time that the robot multiplies the first buying amount. That is all we are changing. So on the first buying amount, you want to multiply down to the fourth margin. If you use 24816, you can see that when it changed to 20, it changed the margin call limit to 20 and it changed it back to 7. It has changed to the default setting again. This is the default setting. Royal Key recommends that you trade using these multiples, but it is for rich people. You know, if you buy $5 multiplied by 64, which is on the sixth margin, $5 multiplied by 64, you know how much that is. That is around 120, 100 and $140, $140 on the sixth margin. You don't have that. We can see on the fourth margin, the fourth one, we have 16 multiples, which is $5 multiplied by 16. We don't have that because you already bought $5. You're left with 19 times of buy. You still have more times to buy. The fifth margin, sixth margin, seventh margin, the first, second, third. You still have them to, so you can't buy this 16 margin. So you change from the fourth margin, you change them to 1. From the fourth margin, you change them to 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. If you're trading with $5 as your first buying amount, you change this place to these ones, you change them to 1, 1, 1, 1, which is 4 times of buy. $20 is going from the fourth margin to the fifth margin, $20. Now, on the first margin, second margin, and third margin, you have 2, 4, and 8. If you add 2, 4, and 8 together, it will give you 14. Am I right? It will give you 14. 14 plus 4, which will give you 18. 18 times of buy. With the first buying amount, which was 5, we give you 19 times of buy. You are left with $5. Leave that $5 there because some coins, you tell them to buy with $5, they'll start buying with $7. Some will even buy with $10. Some will buy with $6.2 or $6.1. Some will buy with $5.2 or 5. So you leave that remaining 5 there. So that is it about the multiple buying ratio, how to set your margin calls. So if you don't understand it now, this video will be put on our YouTube channel. Just follow the steps. If you're trading with $100, follow the steps in this video. You can never go wrong. You can decide to make your first buying amount 5 or 10. It's still the same. Just use as we have set it for the $5. Use it like that. As we have set it for the $10, make sure you also use it that way as we have set it, and you will never go wrong. Make sure you follow the rules on the technical indicators. Make sure the first 3 they are 20 and below. The last one, which is the MACD, make sure it is negative. Then you come and you create your strategy here and you click on save. Save your strategy, DK. Save your strategy. Save the strategy. Save the strategy. Save the strategy. Confirm. Confirm it. Now put a remark. Put a remark. You need to put a remark. Click on edit. Click on edit. Edit the strategy. I'm trying to rush because we only have 1 minute 30 seconds. So on the remark, you put 47.2% drop. 47.2% drop to indicate your strategy. 47.2% drop. 47.2% drop. If you're using the steady, for 7.2% drop, put a comma. 47.2% drop, put a comma. For 7.2% drop, put a comma. No, put a comma after the drop, not here. Put a space there. The comma should be after the drop. 47.2% drop, MBR 20. MBR stands for multiple buying ratio. MBR stands for multiple buying ratio. So you put 47.2% drop, MBR 20. Don't be mistaken, DK. Clear the minus, clear the comma. Good. Clear the comma. Clear the comma. Now go to the end of the drop. For 7.2% drop, comma, MBR. No. The end of the drop, bro. People, you understand what I'm saying, though? For 7.2% drop, you put a comma, then MBR. MBR stands for multiple buying ratio. Multiple buying ratio 20. For 7.2% drop, multiple buying ratio 20. So whatever you want to use your first buying amount,